What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan, and I am your Nootropics Information Wizard. Thanks so much for being with me. Check us out on the web at livecortex.com, at livecortex.com/blog. Giant blog for nootropics information. Just a lot of podcasts, 71 podcasts about nootropics, 220-something blog posts on Facebook at facebook.com/Cortex Stacks. And then look, 6 powerful products, nootropic products, support this broadcast. Give me about a minute to pitch them. Here they are. Elite level nootropic products. Number 1, our stack is called Cortex. It's a pre-made nootropic stack. It is an exceptionally strong stack. I mean, like, we built Cortex to really change the game. That was the complaint with people with regular stacks. They just weren't strong enough. They didn't have significant effects. They didn't last long enough. They didn't notice them enough. We changed that with Cortex. You will notice it if you respond well to it. Get a bottle at livecortex.com. All this week, coupon code GET1 gets you another bottle for free when you buy a bottle. We've got 5 digital nootropics books that teach you how to use nootropics and give you stacks that are comparable to Adderall and very high dose modafinil. We've got a nootropics consulting service, which is a 40-minute call with me. So if you need my help personally on nootropics, we can do that. Get it at livecortex.com. Then we've got a nootropic starter pack. It's a bottle of our stack Cortex and our book Smarter, Better, Faster, which teaches you how to use nootropics and gives you many stacks. Okay, so recently, I have been interested in targeting blood flow, targeting just increased blood flow in the brain. That's one of the actions of certain nootropic compounds that have gone sort of under the radar and aren't discussed, commonly enough, right? We typically talk about racetams and Nupep and modafinil, these kind of things. But there's this whole other class of nootropics like vinpocetine, which improve blood flow to the brain. Well, there's other compounds that might work on increasing nitric oxide, which allows blood to flow better throughout the body, which essentially work as nootropics. The guys who launched the Nexus stack, which I'm sure some of you have probably tried, I think the originator of the Nexus stack is the dude that does the Smart Drug Smarts podcast, Jesse. They have a compound called Pycnogenol in where I think it's either their mitochondria stack or it's their actual Nexus stack. And Pycnogenol is this compound that basically does that. It increases nitric oxide and improves blood vessels, opens up blood vessels and improves blood flow. So that's one of the reasons that it's a nootropic in that regard. So what I did recently is, I started experimenting with Pycnogenol, and it's actually pretty interesting, by itself in about 50 milligram quantities. I can't say that I noticed a whole significant lot of brain performance differences, but I certainly noticed my brain feeling a little more open, a little more awake, a little more wide. And that's probably because I have a little bit more capacity to send blood to regions of my brain when I'm thinking about certain things, which is very, very cool. But the interesting thing is, because we're all about synergy and finding the combinations that are incredible, is that I stacked it one day with Yohimbine. Okay, so Yohimbine is this I guess it comes from a bark or something. I think it's used in Chinese medicine for erectile dysfunction and a few other things. But Yohimbine, outside of that, increases norepinephrine and epinephrine. These are neurotransmitters that are the fight or flight ones, but if you crank them up in a certain way that isn't too much, you get a good stimulant nootropic effect from it that also works on nitric oxide and sort of opening up and making the functioning of blood vessels work correctly. Combining 5 milligrams of Yohimbine with 50 milligrams of Pycnogenol totally gave me an interesting nootropic benefit. So I was super stimulated, okay, because Yohimbine is pretty stimulatory. I mean, you're going to take it and be like, Yohimbine and some coffee, you'll be in a very interesting place. But 5 milligrams Yohimbine HCl, and then 50 milligrams Pycnogenol. I actually have the Pycnogenol here. It's 25 milligrams each capsule, and I took 2 capsules. And I was in a very interesting place. And I just drank coffee 20, 30 minutes before I took this. So it was in the morning time, so the coffee played some degree of some role in getting me kind of cranked up. But for a good 2 hours, I was in a pretty solid place where I had a whole lot of writing to do, and this stack facilitated the writing. Okay, so the major takeaway is if you want a good stack, a stimulant energy stack that also increases blood flow in your body and in your brain, then take 5 milligrams of Yohimbine and take 50 milligrams of Pycnogenol. Pretty interesting combination. So far for me, 0 side effects. People talk about Yohimbine having side effects, and probably that happens if you take it in higher doses, if you go to 10 or 15 milligrams. Total, you'll probably run into some side effects. I've read about it where people get anxious and they get sort of nervous or they get a little jittery or something, and that's probably because it's just too high of a dose, too much epinephrine and norepinephrine, which are neurotransmitters that are essentially fight or flight neurotransmitters. You don't want to go too high on the Yohimbine, but find your dose, see what works for you. 5 milligrams for me on the Yohimbine, 50 milligrams the Pycnogenol. Great nootropic experience, totally stimulated, and I figured I'd share that with you folks. Hey guys, remember, right now, the Cortex stack, if you buy one, you get another bottle for free, but you have to enter the coupon code GET1. It will only register. You got to listen, because folks are like, do it, and they didn't listen to the video, and they're like, where's my extra bottle? Like, it doesn't say it on the order. It's not going to say it on the order. You're checking out, and you're buying just one bottle. But when you enter the coupon code 1, or GET1, GETONE, and it says coupon code applied successfully, that'll apply on our end. And when we ship, we'll see that coupon code, so we'll just ship you an extra bottle. So you don't have to worry about it showing up as two. You'll just show up as if you only bought one bottle if you buy a bottle and enter the coupon code GET1. We'll know to ship you another one. That lasts until this coming weekend. So get it done if you've been waiting to try Cortex. You get a bottle for free, entering the coupon code GET1. Thanks so much for watching. What's up, everybody? Ryan Michael Balla here. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Look, we've got, as it stands, 5 primary products that I want to just explain to you. You heard us mention them during the video, so I'm going to break them down. Number 1, from left to right, the Cortex Nootropic stack. This is a cognitive enhancement stack that you really want to take to turn the lights on. Just to give you an idea, hardcore business folks that require 18 to 20 hours of brain function, take the Cortex stack. That's what we initially designed it for, but then like everybody in the nootropic sphere loved it. Verbal fluency, speed of processing, motivation, drive to want to work. That's what the Cortex stack does. Moving right along, the aniracetam guide there, that is called the Beginner's Guide to Aniracetam, breaks down 25 powerful aniracetam stacks, shows you how to use aniracetam. It's essentially the everything guide to aniracetam. Long demanded, folks asked us for it, we delivered. It is fully digital, lots of powerful stacks. And then there's the nootropic stack for the business professional. That's basically 100, right around 100 powerful uridine, modafinil, theacrine, aniracetam, oxiracetam, phenylpiracetam, alcar stacks for business situations, for the type of brain states that business folks need for sustained performance. Next is the racetam God Guide. That is a high-level every racetam guide, digital guide. We've got all the major racetams with accompanying focus stacks and memory stacks and speed of processing stacks. In that racetam. There's 8 major nootropic racetams, and that guide explains all of them and accompanying stacks. Then there's the Noopept Pro Stack List. The Noopept Pro Stack List is a digital guide that explains oral, so just taking it by mouth, sublingual, taking it under the tongue, and then intranasal, spraying Noopept nasal spray in your nose, stacks. It's just a bunch of stacks, a giant stack list of Noopept stacks that are highly effective, pro-level, specific brain state inducing type of Noopept stacks. That thing has been a hit out there with the market. And then last, there's Smarter, Better, Faster. Smarter, Better, Faster is the all-around, everything nootropics digital guide. If you just want to learn everything, many racetams, modafinil, etc., get Smarter, Better, Faster. It's like the guide you need to know if you're new to nootropics, to learn basically everything and to walk away knowing what you need to know on nootropics. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. Get this stuff at livecortex.com and rock on.